Every morning at 6:30, before the sun caught the curtains, my father would slip into the same pair of old leather shoes, brown, cracked, held together by stubbornness and polish. The left one had a small, permanent crease over the toe, a map of every step he'd ever taken. He'd pause at the door, tie them like a ritual, pulling the laces with a precise, practiced tension, and say, "If your shoes are ready, your day will follow." It was his mantra, a belief that readiness began from the ground up. When I was a kid, I didn't understand. They looked ancient, like history pretending to be footwear, scuffed and worn thin in all the places where a man's weight rests most. Mom used to beg him to buy new ones, holding up glossy catalogs. "They've earned retirement," she'd say, her voice soft with concern. He'd smile, a look of deep, unshakable fondness in his eyes. "So have I, but I keep showing up. These shoes understand the assignment." Those shoes carried him through double shifts that started in darkness and ended long after the streetlights flickered on, through winters that ate bone, through graduations and broken cars, and all the small emergencies that make a life. When he came home each night, he'd leave them by the door, side by side, perfectly aligned, toes pointing out, like they were still on patrol, guarding the threshold of our home. When he passed away, I couldn't bring myself to move them. They stayed there. Silent sentinels of memory, the last proof that someone used to leave and return every day because we were worth coming home to. For weeks, I'd glance at them and my heart would clench, a fresh wave of grief in their stillness. Weeks later, Mom told me to donate them, her own eyes avoiding that empty space by the door. Someone out there needs them more than we do. It's what he would have wanted. I tried. I really did. I boxed them up, the cardboard feeling like a coffin, and carried them to the charity bin down the street. But halfway there, my steps faltered. I turned around and sat on the curb, the box heavy in my lap, and cried harder than I ever had at the funeral, the finality of it all crashing down. An old man walking a slow, patient dog paused and nodded toward the shoes peeking out of the box. "Good leather," he said, his brick voice raspy with age. "You can tell they walked a good life." "They were my dad's," I whispered, wiping my face with my sleeve. He smiled gently, his own eyes knowing. "Then they already gave what they were made for. A shoe's purpose isn't to be remembered, it's to enable the journey. Let someone else walk in kindness now." His words settled something in me. I brought them home, not to keep, but to pass on. I cleaned them one last time, the polish bringing out a deep, latent glow in the worn leather, and left them on the porch with a note tucked inside. "If they fit, they're Affit. Yours. Walk them somewhere new." They were gone by morning, the space on the porch filled only with light. That night, I dreamed of footsteps fading down the street, steady, sure, familiar, but moving forward, not away. And for the first time, it didn't hurt to wake up. The memory was no rapus, an elity, I'm/an on rapus. No longer anchored to an object, but had been set free into the world. Some things aren't meant to be kept forever. They're meant to keep someone else going, one step at a time.